So I would like to know that what is something really tough and what is something that you face difficulty in heading and handling a sales team, and you've been at various large organizations. So what is something that you found challenging?
Uh, what I found challenging in some of the places where I worked and scaled the organization 20 times, and sometimes the organizations got scaled 50 times and 60 times also, was uh, one is certainly about uh, putting the right team at the right place at the right time. So when, for example, I was into into a scenario um, uh, where the demand was there, but the salespeople were already with the competitors, right? So while we knew that in that particular territory there is a lot of demand, but we had to get salespeople from outside, settle them in, and get, because we didn't, because all the existing salespeople were taken by the competitors. So this is one challenge. Uh, Getting the right sales resource for addressing the need is one thing. Second is the right technology that in today's world, which is very very important, to reach out to your customers. So, for example, if you have a customer segment which is not very savvy on the apps, or not very savvy in terms of emails, or not very savvy because procurement in heavy industries, all those, if that is not that, so you have to ensure that face-to-face meeting. So the channel of communication, whether it is through the business partners, whether it is through the direct channel, whether it's through other face-to-face direct sales or online sales. So identifying that in a right way is something which is again a thing that if a company solves early in the journey, then the acceleration that they get and the support that they get in terms of increasing the top line is phenomenal. For example, if in today's world a lot of financial services products are positioned via the online channel, right, via the apps, but that's become very very common. But can we entangle, or can we comprehensively put it as a part of the B2B2E, which is the employee engagement? Of, when I say employee engagement, we can we position it through the companies to their employees on the platforms that they're comfortable with. So those are the kinds of real time business issues and business solutions that needs to be solved to getting the right people, getting the right process, and of course the right platform. For example, if you're doing a B2B sales, then maybe some of the sales CRMs or the sales platforms may not be as useful as the other ones. So choosing the right platform is super important. And again, what happens mostly is the relationship once you close the sale. In many of the organizations which I've seen, is that salespeople just close the sale and move on, and the relationship is not maintained with the customers. But the most successful sales organizations are the organizations which get repeat customers, repeat business from the same customers. When they move from one organization to a different organization, the referral business comes in and all that. In one of my companies, I had about 40% of the business as referral business, just because we were able to maintain excellent relationship, even after the sales was done with these same customers. So that's, so those are the kinds of challenges which today's startups are not may have to think deeper, and they have to address, because today the customer has got too many choices, right? You, both of you will agree. And the customer loyalty is not that strong. If you don't get anything by say one food delivery app, you will immediately switch to another food delivery app, to the third food delivery app. So so that kind of loyalty, that kind of customer centricity comes with addressing these issues which I just spoke about.
So you have encountered sales leadership of HR tech organization, fintech, as well as many other sectors. So what, according to you, has been the toughest to tackle as a market, and how so?
So, as for me, I'll not say toughest, but I'll say in a fintech world, there are a lot of regulations because it involves finance, it involves data security, it involves um, a lot of changes, especially when you are operating in multi-country scenario, and certainly you have to be more agile, more uh, careful in terms of who are you dealing with. Are you dealing with the right set of customers? Is there any aspect of crossing the fine line of compliance which is there going on, or is it that your business is solving a problem, but that may not be in line with the best interest of the customers. For example, you provide a loan to a customer in a fintech scenario, but you are instantly gratifying the demand in terms of providing the loan, but the kind of interest that you are charging or your delinquency rates go through the roof. So those are the kinds of things that make certain businesses more complex than the others. So you have to be more careful in those businesses. As I said, fintech is slightly more is more regulated, especially in countries like India and Southeast Asia. A lot of cyber security things are involved. For example, if you in an HR tech, if a calculation of say an employee benefit goes haywire, you can still you can still do the correction, etc., and you can in next 48 hours to 72 hours you can still make it correct. But in a fintech, if there is a data breach that happens, or if the serious sum of money is going away, then there is no then it's a very less chance that it will come back, right? So that's how it is.
You just end the interview here. If you have any advice for upcoming startups, anything you would like to add in the end?
Okay. So one definitely advice that I have for another couple of them is validate the market demand before scaling. That is very, very important. uh, Compliance is very, very important for all the startups to do. I'll say network aggressively but selectively. And last but not the least, stay rooted to the core mission of how you started, amidst the chaos, etc., which is always there in a business marketplace. So that's my advice to the startups.
Yes, sir. So thank you so much for answering all our questions and for sharing your valuable insight and experiences with us today. Your journey as a startup founder has been both, not founder, I'm sorry. Your journey has been both inspiring and informative, and we greatly appreciate your openness in discussing all these challenges and successes you have encountered along the way. So, on behalf of Markoknow, I would like to express our gratitude for being such a fantastic guest. We look forward to sharing this interview with our audience, and we believe it will be able to help many of our members who are interested in business, in leadership, in sales. So, thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you, Ashlesha. Thanks, Kashish. And I'm also open to mentoring any of the startups who really need any kind of a help from my experience, knowledge, and skills. So I'll be more than happy to help wherever I have experience in.
Yes, sir. We'll keep
Thank you
this in
so
mind.
much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks, Ashlesha. Thanks, Kashish. Thank you.